4, 3, 2, 1.
What's going on social media? I'm Jackson.
Carson Mendoza.
Welcome in the cut. Sorry.
We are downtown at Onstage Barbershops. So glad y'all here. We about to get started. Jackson, introduce what's going down.
So today we're doing a little something different. We got a full shop. You know, some has already been cut, others not so much. But yeah, we're definitely doing a whole male perspective today. Okay, we got 6 of the coolest cats you'll ever meet. I'll let them introduce themselves later on. But anyway, no, you're good.
No, introduce yourself, goddammit.
Dominic.
Okay, that's Dominic. What's your name? What's your name?
My name is Joseph.
Joe. Who else we got?
Hey, Justin. Sam.
Right. Michael.
And once again, I'm Jackson.
Carson Mendoza.
So check this out, folks. First and foremost, I got to go back to last week with a little backlash from what I said. So.
So we're going to start calling it the backlash. Tell them what happened to you. Tell them what happened to you.
Okay, so recap. Last week, you know, I put out there, hey, you know, I got the days of the week mentality. So lo and behold, I get a phone call. Should I say a text? She's like, oh, I'm surprised you don't have me in your phone. It's Tuesday. Well, hey, at least you know your place.
Bottom line.
Bottom line. But this is a chick I haven't messed with in over a year. For her to be offended by that, obviously she knew exactly what I was talking about. Didn't take her out. Didn't buy her anything. She came through. We did the do. You went home with a smile on your face. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
So basically, it's how he does his Tuesday. And so tell him how you do your weeks, so people can understand why this woman would call back. Even if you ain't messed with her, but why?
Okay, so here's my whole philosophy.
Let's go.
Okay, so Monday is your day. You know, day to recover. You got the weekend. It's just you. Pay bills, do whatever. It's just you time. No, real talk. So Tuesday, it's like you got that one female. You give her a call. She comes through. She's coming through for one reason, to do the do. No going out, no movies, no extracurricular activities. She knocks on the door, she comes in, you get it in, she goes home. Simple. Then you got your Wednesday chick. Wednesday, you know, the phrase that I used last week, you know, you might buy her Chipotle.
At best.
At best, you know, a little.
With or without guacamole?
No, one. That's it. So it's like, you know, at best you might do Papa John's. Obviously, buy one, get one free, because, you know, it's still Wednesday. So it's like, y'all come through, handle business, enjoy yourself, go home. Now, your Thursday chick, you know, you might actually take her out to the movies. You know, enjoy some one-on-one time with her.
Being seen with her?
Ish.
Still in the dark, but still in the light at the same time.
Being seen in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Not being seen.
Little rain.
Little something.
Yeah, you know, 2-3 miles from the house.
Good money, okay.
But definitely outside of the malls and outside of downtown. So, and then you got your Friday, Saturday chick. In my case, my Friday always leads to my Saturday. You know, you put in enough work that, you know, you're going to have a little extra on Saturday. Sunday is whoever you were feeling during the week. So, like I said, I got that text.
Go ahead, talk about it. Talk about it. What's up, Jay?
It's like the callback on the interview.
The primary interview was fantastic. You know, come back through Sunday, say 3 o'clock. No problem.
Yeah, we read your papers and you qualified.
Yeah, we verified all your references. Yeah, second interview with the head man. There you go. But it's like, but that right there is my whole philosophy. When I got that text, oh man, you could feel animosity. It was just like lava just bubbling up.
It was
hate. Okay, so between the faces and the you know, I'm like, damn, this is a text. We haven't messed around in so long. The only problem is she knew where she was, but she just found out her place. Hey, some women take that stuff personal. But hold up, another backlash, same concept. I get a text on Wednesday. It's like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, you know, I'm just chilling, you know, cleaned out the house. She was like, oh, no, Wednesday chick? I was like, no, you're my Tuesday. Wednesday wasn't available.
No, true first.
And it was just like crickets.
Mm.
So, hey, my whole philosophy is if you don't like what I'm saying, don't confront me on it.
And his week is completely clear now. Everybody said, fuck you.
Let me get a new
five.
I got a couple questions. One, how in the hell do you have energy for chicks every single day of the week? I'm working.
Red Bull.
Oh, okay. All right.
I got 2 jobs.
But second, like, your algorithm is a little off from mine because I'm working towards the end of the week and trying to make sure I have something secured towards the weekend. And then the rest of the week, like, it's football. It's like Sunday's football, Monday's football, Thursday football. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Golfing in between. You know what I'm saying? But
what I just heard was a whole lot of men, a whole lot of men, a whole lot of men.
no, it's called, yeah, I am a man. So, yes, I'm going to enjoy time with myself. Absolutely. I'm going to enjoy time myself. But, yeah, I'm going to set aside, you know, it's just during the week. Again, towards the end of the weekend, that's where I feel like I find a little bit more comfort in that area. Not, the Monday, it's tough, man. You roll in this Monday, your team lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the case of the
Now you got attitude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get towards the middle of the week, you like, hold up, ladies' night's Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Friday.
I thought you get Tuesday ladies night.
Well, listen.
Yeah,
hey,
I'm
I'm not talking about trampede. So that's Wednesday. But yeah, you know, as you work your way towards the end of the week, yeah, you know what I'm saying, you relax. It's the day to relax and enjoy yourself towards the end of the week. Sabbath, you guys, you enjoy the Sabbath, but either way.
Okay, think of it as test drive.
Sure.
It's like you get your license on Monday, so therefore technically you don't want to test drive. On Tuesday you're like, hey, you know, it's a Volvo. Okay, on Wednesday it's a Porsche. On Thursday it's you know, a Lexus or a Maserati. Friday it just keeps getting better. You got your Bentley. By the time Saturday comes, you're like, oh, hey, I'm in that Lamborghini. It gets better. So therefore, why just go from nothing to a Lamborghini having nothing in between?
Well, why don't you just drive a Lambo every day then? Yeah, I guess at that point.
But that means you just gotta have one.
No one wants to drive a Lamborghini every day.
No, seriously.
Why don't you have an SUV?
It's just like, you know, every now and then you have one that you want. You're like, I'll be all right. I don't feel like having Applebee's today. Maybe I'll just go for when, you know, just sometimes you just gotta. I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we ain't gonna slam it.
Let's say it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, if you had a ribeye every day,
Uh-huh.
you know, you think of it just like a fucking burger.
Mhm.
Okay, so therefore it's like, you know what? Hey, it's Monday, let me go ahead and have tacos. Tuesday, lasagna.
Why
Wednesday,
can't you
Sunday.
just reflavor that ribeye and make new meals
It's
from that
still,
same
it's still the
ribeye?
same meat.
Same
ribeye.
ribeye. I can
So
recondition
basically,
my
he just wants
ribeye
to take
to be the same ribeye.
So
He just wants
it's still a
different
ribeye.
food every day.
Right.
There you
I'm
go.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Variety. There you go.
Yeah, variety. Give me the variety,
Oh,
baby.
no, you say that now, 2 weeks into your ribeye, you're gonna be like, fuck, I wish I had something.
I'm gonna chop it up and make a stew now.
It sounds good in theory. It sounds good in theory. Hey, this is a little off the subject, but we definitely want to take a moment of silence for the people up in the Carolinas dealing with Hurricane Florence.
Right.
It just hit shore today. I mean,
And it's
please,
terrible.
yeah, please be safe. Do all you can.
So let's take a moment of silence real quick.
And with that being said,
Yeah.
okay, so more hot topics real quick. Let's talk about Dallas.
What about Dallas?
The cop that shot Brother Man in his own apartment. Okay.
Justin, can we get some elaboration on that?
It's getting to a point now where you're not even safe in your own spot. You know, it was already bad enough that when you get pulled over and things like that, you know, having to deal with this as a black person, you know. So now it's getting to the point, because subconsciously it's starting to get to the point where they're starting to push martial law into the picture, you know, to where they coming into your shit, you know, they coming into your house and they gonna do whatever. So it gets to a point now where people can talk about the problem, right? But what your solution gonna be, you know?
So how do we deal with it?
You know what you gotta do. You know, it gets down to this. So, and a lot of people might disagree, because of the power that, you know, quote unquote, police might have, that they think they have, or whatever they are, these security people, whatever they doing. They're human just like you. It's either your life or, you know, it's your life or their life.
Right, yeah.
And you don't feel like leaving, get their ass.
So would you take this as an act of war for black folks? Because I think we've been at war for a long time, but we ain't really taking it
I would
as
say it's not necessarily, I wouldn't say it's a war, because a war is when two people, like, or two,
well, I'm saying it's an act.
they're
It's
fighting,
an act. Because
when
I
they're
know
fighting back.
if you kill an Asian kid,
Yeah,
you gonna meet his whole family.
yeah.
That's just real shit.
But
you know
like
what I'm
when they
saying?
do it to us, we, you know, in the streets with a protest, but like we
It's
quick
time to
kill
stop
somebody.
protesting.
To me personally, I think it's worse when you kill somebody of your color. You know,
Yeah.
And I ain't trying to be like no racist or nothing like that, but it's 10 times worse because you know the pain that they go through. Y'all think the same. You know, subconsciously y'all think the same. So, you know, they going through the same issues that you going through. You got they know how it feel to be a black man in America
So
right
I'ma
now.
say-
but
I'ma
you'll
say-
cool it out like when a white person do.
I'm gonna say with that statement, it is a racist concept. It's not prejudice, because racist is like, you know,
A master or something.
Yeah, I'm pianist. I don't fuck with violins, but I'm a pianist.
Right.
So it is a racist statement, but it's not prejudice.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think, in my opinion, it's an act of war. You went to this man's house and you shot this man in his house. This is where he rests at. And then you want to bring him some bullshit after he's dead saying, well, yeah, we in his crib anyway. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay, so for y'all who don't know the whole story, a Dallas officer, white female Dallas officer. Okay, once again, we don't use names because I don't remember her name. It's not that relevant anyway. So she gets off a 15-hour shift, goes to the wrong apartment in her complex, tries using her keys to get in the apartment, has problems with it because i.e. it's not her apartment. Lo and behold, the owner of the apartment opens the door. She is startled because she thought it was her apartment and he was robbing it. No, this man came to the door in his underwear because he was sleeping. She shoots him, calls the police, blah, blah, blah. Come to find out it's not her apartment. This man is an analyst for Price Waterhouse. Okay? And from that point, her story has changed in 6 days, 3 separate times. But this is the way Dallas PD works. Since she was cooperating, she got no bail and got let go. Okay, this is a Capital One offense, murder. Okay, no crime or no bail, no anything. She just got let go since she was cooperating, since she was an officer. 3 days later, they're like, okay, hold up. She was technically trying to get into somebody else's home, killed him. Okay, now they hit her up with manslaughter. Her story changes again. She was like, no, I don't know him. I've never seen him. Pictures of her and him already hit the internet. They knew each other. They had mutual friends, the whole nine. So that right there is where it's bullshit.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
That's new information.
Oh,
That
I'm
changed
telling
everything
you.
for me.
So,
That does change
but
everything.
wait, it gets better. So she gets rearrested on Sunday. Okay, charged with manslaughter. Bail was $300K. Bail's out. Didn't even see a jail cell. $30K. She's out the door. I'm like, I've never seen that shit happen. Ever.
so what cop salary bailed her out? I'm just, you know.
Man, I bet you it was one of those, you know, Blue Lives Matter funds. You know, talking about, you know, we'll put our money together to make sure that you get out.
You know, initially the sheriff's department.
Yeah,
And
they had to switch it from Dallas to sheriff's. And this is the craziest thing. Switch with the whole, and not to mention, you are on.
Oh yeah, I saw it. Be natural.
Oh yeah, just be you.
Do you?
So they did go from the Dallas Police Department, since it was one of their own, they had to push it out. I thought it was State Patrol, but was it Sheriff's Department? And it's just like, that shit's just unreal. Opinions? Like, everyone's like, damn.
Yeah, don't
Well,
stop.
I think initially I was kind of just, you know, I like to take a measured approach when it comes, especially law enforcement in our community. I understand the history, and you know, there's obviously the history is, if you guys didn't know, that you know the police department and law enforcement was used as a tool against our community, and, you know, and so that's why there's such a divisive a line between our community and you know the black and the blue. You know, that's why that exists. However, I don't for a second believe that all cops or people who get into law enforcement are bad or they're against our community.
Right.
You will never get me to say that ever. Period.
Right.
You know what I
That's not
mean?
true.
However, I do believe when things like this happen, what tends to happen in this case is the cops protect, even to a fault, you know, their own. Yeah, absolutely. And in that action, I think that actually reinforces probably some of the stereotypes and some of the feelings that we have negatively against the police. You see what I'm saying?
But which brings
So,
back, it goes back to the question of, are we at war?
absolutely not at war between an entire.
Or could we be? I mean, because you know, we had the guy that was it in Dallas? The dude that was sniping them cops?
Yeah. Sure.
Still in Dallas,
Well,
right?
he was at war, but he's
But,
military trying
but,
to get
but basically, to me, he was trying to signify like, I don't know, I forgot his name. But to me, the signify was like, yo, we at war. Why ain't y'all helping?
Well,
You feel me?
That's I'm thinking of the other one.
I just feel like it's
just to like bring it all back to what I was saying. Like I actually before I had all the facts, now that I had that little wrinkle that there was some interaction prior. I believe there's something more. Again, these are things that you have to. I believe you have to actually get all the facts. You have to understand the totality of the situation
JC,
before you just make a decision on how you feel about things. Because yeah, I'm guttural. If I don't like something, I'm gonna say nah. If I like something, I'm gonna say hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Immediately, but you don't know all the facts. You see what I'm saying?
So
So
here's and I agree with you.
sure.
You have to know all the facts. The issue that I have with situations like this, it's like we always have, not even us, but within, they're always looking, well, what caused the problem? It doesn't matter what caused the problem. If
Exactly.
someone murdered someone, you're guilty for murder, right?
You're
It's just
Absolutely.
like,
In
you know,
theory, in theory,
using
yes.
us. Like, say for instance, you know, I never met you, and all of a sudden we get in an argument, and something happens, whether it's me or you, they're going to look at it, well, this person caused bodily harm to this individual. We need to look at that.
Because they don't do it in the black community when it's black on black crime.
What if it's a black cop and a white
Yeah, then what?
He would have been arrested.
Don't
And-
do it, right?
Wait. Do you in your gut feel different about that situation?
I know because
I don't know.
as a
I
human
think the perception
being,
is-
as a human being, you got some type of remorse, you know, for the whole
Period.
situation.
Sure.
You're gonna be like, dang, that's kind of messed up. But at the same time, you know the system that you know what the police are designed for.
Sure.
So when you
Absolutely.
said good cops, I understand that, but it's kind of an oxymoron when you're saying that because when you know what their objective is as a cop.
So here's the thing.
So saying good in front of that, and don't get me wrong, it's good people that are cops. It's good people that are cops. But as a cop, when okay, so let's say you're a good cop and he's the one that's out here just killing niggas, right? You're gonna protect them at the end of the day.
I understand that. So
Yeah.
they're good people in a bad system.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Yeah.
again, it goes back to what we need to. Well, we hadn't gotten this far yet, but it really does hit home. What we need to change is the actual the establishments, the way that these things are run, like the government organizations, the way the way these things are run. That's what we need to change.
But it still starts at the individual process. Why is it that no good cops are step it up and
Check
checking?
it up,
Yeah,
like,
like, why are you not checking?
Well,
Like,
time
that?
out.
You can't say that.
So you can't not say
I'm not saying there's
that.
none,
I'm not saying
but
that.
there's plenty of good cops. Just like I'd say like the bad cops, like those are the ones that we just see. Like it just so happens that we see a lot more bad than we do good. There's plenty of good cops.
Because that's what they
Yeah.
show on TV.
But why is it that none of these good cops are still like gotta pull like
Well,
none of them are opposing.
At the end of the day, you got they
That
thinking that
situation.
about their family. Okay, you take away this check, I can't eat, and I'm in a government job, so everybody's dependent on what's being taken from it instead of what they know they can
And
get.
that's what we got to reflect. Like, okay, you know what? This
That's why
person's
we're not at war. Dude.
standing up for what's right. Why are we not helping that person out? They're willing to oppose what there's. say it's similar to the Kaepernick situation, if they're willing to oppose the person that's writing their check, why should we not be supporting them on that aspect?
Real shit. I mean, but then you have, it's too many people. First of all, you got too many selfish people. I got Nikes, I got Jordans, I got a family. It's too many excuses. Yeah, too many excuses.
Yeah.
Instead of actually like coming together as a community and like, yo, this. So the man just died, right, from that cop. Are we doing anything to set aside something for his funeral? Because they might not can't afford it, or his family for the kids'
That's a
education.
whole-
But I'm just
bigger
saying, but
conversation.
what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, we know what happened. And the thing is, it's like a spit in the face, because I remember growing up, they used to censor certain things. You get what I'm saying? Now being shot as a black man, we are not being censored. It's like, yo, this nigga got shot. Now it's everybody looking like the nigga got shot. You know what I'm saying? It's getting out of control, and we letting it.
But yeah, don't you think the problem with us in the black community is that we're so normalized now? Eric
That's why it became normal.
Like,
I
but
don't
that's
think
what I'm saying.
so.
Go ahead.
I don't think like black people ever get normal to seeing like that happen. It's just, I really personally,
What do you mean, us killing ourselves, or you
No,
mean
no, no.
them killing us?
Yes,
Because
them killing us.
we're normalized to a lot of different things.
Okay,
huh?
so I'm still talking about police brutality.
Oh, okay, all
I'm
right.
still talking about police
Okay,
brutality.
so we can see ourselves kill each other and we be cool with it, but
But
then
kind of like, okay, because at the end of the day, whether it's black on black or police on just black person,
Sure.
depends on how much you know about the situation. Because don't nobody care about, if you in Washington, don't nobody care about what happened in Florida. You know,
No.
whether it's a black on black crime or
You
black
know?
on police crime.
Wait, this happened in Texas and you care. So why? So please
But I
explain,
mean,
explain,
you got
explain a
one,
little
you got
further.
one. Okay, so really,
Okay,
like, okay,
I
it still
think-
goes down to like,
I think what you're saying is
the
the
direct
tension.
effect.
The tension is not going to be as drastic as
If it's close to home.
okay, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
we're not
We are
gonna hear-
normalized to
okay.
some kind of.
Yeah, so we
We're
are.
normalized
So I
to
take that back. I take
What I'm
that back.
saying
So
is
yeah.
we're not going to hear about, in Chicago they're going to say 500 people, got killed in a year, but they're not going to say, oh, Johnny Brown got killed that year, and we're not going to have as much outcry for that as we are.
No, even if a black cop kills a black person, we're not going to have as much outrage as if a white cop kills a black person. Or the opposite way around. If a black cop kills a white person, we're not going to have the same outrage. I get it, but it's because this affects our community specifically. So I get why
A lot of times
why it's
it's
important.
because they don't get justice from it.
Sure.
You know,
And there's that
so I'm saying, so if a black cop kills a black man, but he goes to jail for that, a lot of people. I'm not saying they're not going to be messed up about it. They just not going to.
Yeah. Nobody knows what happened.
Exactly. So I'm saying that's not the white person. Like, if it's a white cop that kills a black person.
That's the problem.
That's the part that's really like affecting the community. It's the fact that they killing these people but not getting no justice for it. But a black man in the South, me being from the South, go to jail for 10 years, 20 years for a gram or a zip.
Yeah.
You know,
Right. Oh, it's
that's the part that's like ridiculous. You know,
Okay, so continuing what you were saying, the situation with the female white cop shooting the brother man is she can go from 2 years to 20 years max on that manslaughter. That's it. There's no life, there's no 40 to 50, there's no anything over that. 2 to 20.
Then they need to
For
get the next
manslaughter.
best.
So
They
they
need to
need
get
to
the
for
next
manslaughter.
Okay, time out, real quick, just to interject. Has anybody ever been super drunk or high one night, gone into the kitchen and take a whiz in the garbage can instead of the bathroom?
I mean, the same, but yeah.
Okay, so you've actually been in your own domicile and misplaced where you were.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you believe that there might be situations where
I
somebody
was-
might be?
I've done this before.
She wasn't drunk.
Yeah, she wasn't drunk. That's-
I don't know. I didn't know toxicology. Have you guys got the toxicology?
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Have you?
They said she got off the beach.
She
I was
was
watching stuff when I was tired.
Once
I-
again,
I-
off
thank
work
you.
from a 15-hour shift.
Well, we really
Got
don't
off
know.
work from a 15-hour shift, went to the wrong apartment. Okay?
She got off of what?
She got off work from a 15-hour shift.
Didn't a trucker from Walmart get off a long shift and hit Kevin Hart and everybody else? And I'm sorry, not Kevin Hart. Tracy Morgan and everybody else had to have to pay.
Yeah.
You do things differently. Your body functions differently on less rest. But look at it. Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
hold on. Everybody stays up 15 hours. Okay?
Everybody?
Hold on. You wake up at 7, you go to sleep at 10. Guess what? That's 15 hours.
But that's her shift.
Bro,
So
no,
then
no,
she-
time out. Do you think that you can do things within a 15-hour period that are more strenuous to your body and mentally and physically than not? So if you took 50
don't know
hours
what-
on the beach versus on the beach,
So hold on.
is it cheating?
Let me say that. Let me say this. At the end of the day, I understand what you guys are saying.
Let me turn
But you're still talking as if it's okay for someone. So at the end of the day, if you take a regular person that's going to do a 15-hour shift,
Yes.
like this brother,
Yes.
I'm up here in construction, right? He's in construction.
Sure.
He gets off from work.
Yes.
He's, stressed, mind, and like you said, he's displaced in regards to walking into the wrong apartment.
Mm-hmm.
He goes in and shoots somebody.
Yes. Manslaughter. It's manslaughter.
No, why is it?
But hold on. Is the police gonna look at it as, oh well, this young brother, worked a hard shift.
Probably
He's
not,
doing this-
because
No,
of
so
what
it's
you're
not.
saying.
We can't try to
Validate.
justify.
Exactly.
I'm not
So,
sure.
but I'm not saying that you are, but at the same time, it sounds like that.
Well, see, here's
does
what I'm
sound
doing.
like
I am presenting an
I
alternative
get
point of
what
view.
you're
is
saying.
what
I get
I'm
what
trying
you're
to
saying.
do.
I get what you're saying.
And see,
But
because
at the
they're
same
all
time, at the same
The whole
time,
story though.
in regards to wrong, if we're going to talk about the law, wrong is wrong, right?
Sure.
Wrong is wrong.
Okay,
So,
fellas.
if it's going to be the same
Hold on,
situation for him,
Hey, yo,
You're somebody in
Yes.
my house.
If I'm a law enforcement officer,
the only thing I'm saying, hold on, let me just say this
I got my
last
gun
thing.
on me.
Let me just say this last thing.
Okay.
What I'm
Please
saying
share.
is, it should
Okay.
be equal
Get in the
under
cut.
the law, right?
Let
The
everybody
law
know. Share
is
with
not
your friends.
supposed to
Share with your social
decline
media.
in
Absolutely.
regards
We got
to
you covered.
race, creed, anyone, right?
Yes.
If you do wrong, you do wrong.
Right.
So if this person
Agreed.
steps into the same apartment, does the same thing,
Yes.
and he's going to get a certain record compared to someone else, that's not fair.
That's not fair.
That's all
I'm not
saying.
saying the judgment is going to be fair. I'm saying that the action may have been accidental. Maybe.
Okay.
And maybe not. Because I don't
I get
have
your
all
point.
the all the evidence. But like I said, the wrinkle that you provided, that they knew each other prior.
Oh, shit.
Now that's
No,
that's
it's
what's
just-
in
hold on, there's
here.
an argument
And so
that
I'm
they did not
not
know
I'm
each
just
other.
I'm just bringing alternatives.
It's just crazy because that's why I never met nobody that was like
So she
open the door
wait,
and be like,
wait,
"Yeah, that ain't my couch."
Does she
You
live
know,
in the same
like,
fucking
you know
complex?
what your house look like.
Yeah, she's
drunk
seen
all
it.
night.
Oh, okay, see, I didn't know
You
that.
know
Yeah.
your spot.
Maybe
you know.
I'm a different. I blacked out and just walked into the wrong place.
I've had that happen.
So there we go. I'm glad nobody shot me.
My thing is,
Jesus.
I work in an apartment, so that legit
Glad
happens.
nobody shot me.
I work in an apartment in the house.
Glad nobody shot me.
I tried to unlock the door and I was
I had a
like,
resident banging on the wrong door.
All right.
You said it. This happened.
I did good.
But how many resulted in murder?
Well, that's because they didn't enter in the apartment.
So-
All they did was just banging on the door because their key wasn't working.
There's two parts to
I actually
this.
had that happen at my apartment complex.
I've done that. I did
Someone
that.
was, I had that complaint. Someone was literally banging on the door,
I
and
was like, yo, what's that?
the key wasn't working. Like, yo, why the fuck is my key not working? I have an email like, hey, my key don't work. Y'all fucked up my lot. Da, 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 da.
Yeah,
Like, but in the some person still answers, so it's like, hey, they didn't shoot them up. Or like,
I'm just trying to figure out why it gets to the point now. Like this dude got killed.
well, because
Why is it
you're
getting to the
law
point where
enforcement
why he was
officer.
dating? Like you know, at the end of the day,
That's very
he
true. I
broke-
do want to
she
know. I
broke
want to
the
know
law.
that. I want to know that.
She
broke the
broke
law.
the law.
It's murder.
You know,
I
why
want
we
to
get
know
to
what
the
the.
point
Yeah,
like
it's murder. It is
Huh.
absolute
That
murder.
way you
That's
find
that's
out it's
undisputed.
premeditated. I get that part.
Yes, it's not premeditated or premeditated.
So
It's
it's
definitely a mistake.
Well, we don't know. We don't know though.
It could be
That's what I'm saying.
premeditated.
It could be.
Okay, possibility. But see, the big question is what's going to be the outcome? Is she going to get 2 years and live the rest of her life? Like,
It
you know,
depends
as
on
time,
the-
no,
it depends on
no,
evidence.
as time served, or is she actually going to be tried fairly, unlike any of us?
Hold on. I need to know, like, what you mean by depending on the evidence?
I think it depends on what the evidence suggests. Now, to say that, look, the
If
court
it
of law,
was
I
truly an
understand.
accident,
Yeah.
then she shouldn't be charged as much.
Thank you.
it should still
Thank
be
you.
manslaughter.
That's all.
If it's
That's
true.
right. That's all I'm
I got
saying.
it going in, and if I
Yeah.
want to do this,
Now-
yeah, it's totally
Well,
Now-
hold on, you guys are jumping the gun. Before she could be charged criminally, it had to be proven that she was negligent.
Sure.
And it's
So
proven that's why she has a man.
Well, so-
No. They arraigned her for it, right?
Yeah,
But
they
they
need to
haven't
prove
proven it.
that she was
They haven't proven
negligent.
it.
Now that still doesn't mean, now she still can be
that
liable.
$30,000.
She can still be at fault for his death, but
Right.
not be
It's
negligence.
a-
Because one, you go to jail, the other one, they get you financially.
Okay, so i.e., that's why she was arrested, posted bond, and was released.
That's the process. That's the
But he's
process.
convicted.
But you're not convicted of
She's not
anything.
charged.
She is charged with something and not
Charged.
convicted.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
So you can't say just because if somebody accused me of rape, you gonna call me a rapist? Even if I didn't do it?
I know, we did the
If I
same
was
thing
charged
with
with it?
Kobe, we did the same thing with
Kobe
Kobe.
going into that.
But I'm saying, charged and actually convicted, those two different things. That's all I'm saying.
So she is
That's
liable.
one
I
way to
agree.
stick around.
She is liable for his death.
For sure.
She is liable. But is she negligent?
Okay,
So that hasn't been proven. That component of the situation.
Yeah, so unfortunately we got a little bit off.
You know.
Welcome to In the Cut. Okay,
Right,
please
right.
tell your people to share. You share. This is happens every Thursday. Pull up a seat, my man. So it's like other topics. Okay, and trust me, the whole Dallas situation, we will definitely get back into. So, Serena Williams, not the whole temper tantrum, but afterwards the bigoted cartoon character.
So I didn't see the picture or the drawing. I'm just getting hip to this. You know me. I'm just getting hip to this. So I hear that the picture was on some what's that Jay-Z song?
Story
J-Lo.
Boche.
Yeah,
Story Boje.
Story Boje. I heard the drawings look similar to that.
Big
It comes from old cartoons.
You got the pic?
minstrel.
That comes from old cartoons. though. This stuff has been happening.
But the reason why he did that is
Oh, yeah.
basically going back to the whole.
Yeah.
So if y'all Google the Serena Williams thing, the newspaper rants, you'll see this shit. You know, this is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So when I look at it, that right there is just going right back to Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima.
Right.
Ancient.
No,
No,
you
That's
laugh.
true.
I'm being dead serious. It's like the whole blackface minstrels. Like,
Yeah.
come on now, that right there is not a good looking for any national paper to even put that out there. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I'll ask you flat out. What is wrong with y'all?
Because it still goes
They don't
like
care.
this still what they think about you.
Yeah.
You know,
Without saying
despite
so.
of what she
Yeah, right.
did, because this is really not the first time they've been doing this. They still doing it to this day. So this is really nothing new. This is exactly what they think about you. So
Which brings me back to the question: is this war? See, a lot of us don't think we in war and still getting beat up or
But I get,
made
we
fun
can't
of.
argue exactly what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Because-
Like, nobody's doing nothing.
But a
Yeah,
part of it,
because
a
it's
part
like-
of it does, a part of it does feel like that.
Yeah.
The reason why is because, like, if you even look at Kaepernick, right? It was a veteran that came in, a white veteran, you know, and it doesn't have to be about race. I mean, it could have been a black veteran. At the end of the day, it was a veteran that came in and said, hey, you know, kneel instead of sitting down because you're showing more respect, you know, in regards to us singing the anthem. And he respected that, and he said, I will do that.
right.
So at the end of the day,
In
I
respect
look at,
for America.
well, hold on, here's
following
the thing
the
about it. And people don't really understand this. If you look at us as a people, we've sacrificed more for this country than anybody.
Anybody.
In
sacrifice
regards
for
to our
humanity.
ancestors,
Built this.
Washington, D.C. was built and orchestrated not only by a black architect, but by our ancestors.
Statue of Liberty
You know
also.
what I'm saying? They built that with their hands. And people don't understand that. In regards to the flag, who do you think actually wove that flag?
Exactly.
It was one of our ancestors. And so when everyone talks about that we have no appreciation for this country, no one has ever put as much in.
So that means
outside,
you
and
don't
I
have
can't-
appreciation
and I don't
for
want
us.
to, and I don't want to step
That's
on,
surprising.
I don't want to step on, you know, the other side of me, the Native American side. They sacrificed a lot too. They lost their land.
It wasn't sacrifice. That was
They did. It was-
Oh, this was their land. This was their land,
Genocide.
actually.
Right?
And we are.
So I don't want to disrespect them. But what I'm saying is, as this country was established, it was established on our backs.
So
Whether they like it or not.
So we going back
And so
to the Serena.
when you talk about war, sometimes it does feel like that. You know, I saw a video. I think was it you, Mike, that posted that video in our
What's that?
movie? The one where no, I think it was Gabe. Gabe, one of our friends, Gabe, had posted the video, and this guy has some black Nikes, and it's like he's taking so much energy to stab the Nikes, and I'm like, Really? Just
They
because?
still got their money out of you.
No, I mean,
You know,
but
like-
look at it like this: like you have so much hate in you that just because a black man that is trying to stand up for other black men because of what's going on in this country, you're gonna take it to that regard. You're gonna go and burn down your house.
I feel
and
like
try to
with
burn
that,
Nike.
with like the Kaepernick situation, like I hate to say it, but white people are still stuck on the fact that what he's doing and not for why he's doing it. They still not studying the fact that the reason why
Why
this man
is he
kneeled
fired?
is because of
But
what
you
happened
know-
in Dallas.
You know what's crazy?
Last week.
It's,
Okay.
hold on.
You
But
know,
you know what's crazy? They know why he's new. They know.
Okay, so
It's been
the
said
narrative
and
is
stated so many times.
No, the
No, I don't know.
I don't
They
know.
don't have to deal with it.
They
You don't have to deal with it. You don't care.
Let's see.
That's what I think.
Y'all you logged in? I got you.
this is the way it works, okay? Kneeling has never been an issue to this country until Kaepernick did it. Okay, for your religion, you kneel at the cross. For your burials, even military, you kneel at your fallen soldiers.
Right, to propose to your lady.
Exactly. It's like you take a knee in submission to whatever. To address. Exactly, to address them. It's like you took a knee to say, hey, this is what I'm fighting for. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, equality, stop killing us, that's it. And if you notice, many of pictures where that same veteran is kneeling, or he's standing right there with him. He's like, you can either be loud and obnoxious and get America mad at you, or you can protest in silence and it'll be much louder.
Which goes to what you said earlier. Argue, how'd you say it?
What?
Argue in silence.
Oh, okay, so yeah, so the phrase is, don't raise your voice, okay, improve your argument. And that's exactly what he did. He kneeled for one purpose only. It had nothing to do with the military, nothing to do with
The flag.
the flag. It was all about, hey, stop killing us.
Police brutality.
That's
This
the
for,
point.
so, and it comes
oblivious
right
to
back
it because
around
they don't have
to
to
the
deal with
screen, the drawing.
Yeah.
Goes right back down to the
Exactly.
drawing. Like it's, go ahead.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
Who's gonna support him and who's gonna stop watching NFL football?
Oh, I haven't
I
watched
ain't
it in
watching
years.
it. I ain't watching
I'll watch football anyway.
I can watch football.
I know.
Because, no. Here's the thing. Me watching football isn't going to put money in their pocket. Because nope, I'm just watching the game.
yeah.
Hold on.
Go ahead, finish.
Hold on. You guys are so quick to say that. Okay? Even if my TV's on, okay, it's on a game. That doesn't mean they're getting money from me.
Yeah.
To support something, you have to support it, tangibly.
No.
As
No.
in-
That's more Nielsen's rating.
Nielsen's
You have to be a Nielsen
ratings
You have to be a
is if
Nielsen
you
call.
have, exactly,
You
is
have
if
to
you
have
have
a
that box.
No.
That's facts.
No, you talking
Okay,
true.
nah.
Because I worked in radio. You're correct.
Alright.
So therefore, it's like, yeah, I
What
would
box
be
do you
happy to
have?
watch every game.
What box do you have? You
None.
have a Nielsen rating?
No, he got
He doesn't have
So he's talking about like when you're in a public place. You know how they always talk about.
So,
Alright, well we'll revisit that.
no worries.
Okay.
It's just like, it doesn't matter if I'm at a bar. They don't know how
You're
many people.
patronizing.
But here's the thing. I mean, here's
You're
the thing.
watching their
And
advertising
I
dollars
get what
are
you're
going
saying
to
in
that.
regards
They have
It's
1,000 different games on.
I look at it
1,000
from
different
different
sports.
Okay, you're right.
regards to it,
We
right?
got two different competitions.
You should have your own choice in regards to if you want to or if you don't, right?
Sure.
The main reason why is because there's still people, like one of my favorite players is on the Broncos, Brandon Marshall. He protests.
He stays in the locker room. To
Right.
protest.
And he's still doing it. And so I don't think, for me personally, if I watch the game or not, it's not supporting the cause. Like, I still stand with it. We need to quit, having our black men killed in our community. Because if I step out of my house, whether I watch the game or not, if I get pulled over, I deserve the same respect as anybody else to be able to have a fair trial in a court system and not have to worry about my life.
Okay,
So that's just me.
Quick question for you. What other companies are going against Nike? Okay, because I can't recall
Other.
the
What do
list.
you mean other? So you mean which one?
Okay, prime example. It's like Nike has Kaepernick. Ford signed with Nike. It's like, yeah, we are going to support that.
Okay.
But on the other hand, you have companies that are opposed to it. Okay.
I don't know which one.
Which ones?
There's
I don't know. I don't know which
Still
ones
trying to
are.
blame it on them was saying that the protesting was the reason why his sales was going
Yeah.
down.
Really?
It wasn't because of that good piece of
Who
trash.
said that?
That's the
Papa
reason why
John's,
the
they
sales
were
was
blaming
going
the protests as to why the sales was going down.
Yeah.
Oh, Papa John's?
That's why they sales.
Papa John's been trash forever. Everybody knows that.
That's why
Get out of here.
sales going down.
Everybody knows that. That's a throwaway. Get out of here. Papa John's.
There's other ones
Racist.
essentially any business that has stripped any that was sponsored, because Brandon Marshall was sponsored by some dealership here, and when he kneeled down,
Springs. In a bank, too.
yeah, they're like, all right,
They
cool,
took
you
his
want to
endorsement
kneel?
away.
I mean, those are the businesses
And he
for sure
stopped
that you
kneeling.
shouldn't be giving your money to.
Right, there you go.
Isn't that a problem?
Like,
Tunnel now.
Real quick, don't you think black people to solve this problem or at least help it, we need more power? We don't own anything, we don't own the banks. If I owned the bank there, Brandon Marshall, I wouldn't pull nothing. We don't have any leverage. We have no power.
You have the
And that's the
spending power,
thing.
that's the
No,
thing.
yeah,
We
we
have
don't.
spending
We
power.
don't.
Yeah,
we don't own
but-
anything.
but
We
we
don't own
still-
NFL teams. We don't own NBA
So
teams.
we're the
besides
engine.
Michael Jordan.
We're the engine.
We're the ones that generate the revenue for these
But I'm saying, he might be low key.
I hate Michael Jordan.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
He going places.
Don't get me wrong. These people been billionaires before.
Time out. No. We are on social media. We got to try to stay on topic.
But I'm just saying.
Okay? So, it's like you threw out a few topics that definitely got us riled up. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Come on, speak it. It's like,
What was the joint that we was talking about?
not the kid one. Okay?
Not the kid one.
Not the kid one. Talking about
the trigger one.
Tricking.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
You ain't tricking if you got.
So is it still tricking even if you have it?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Listen,
Yes.
press 5 if
Oh,
you think
five.
it's tricking.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
If you
Yes.
got it, press 7 if you disagree.
Yes.
Yes.
You're tricking. And you need to stop.
Still
Get
tricking.
some help.
It's still tricking
Get some
even
help.
if
Get
you
some
have it.
game. I'm just telling you
Still
right there.
tricking.
Because if you stop spending money, is she still gonna stay? And if that's a no, then it's tricking.
There you go.
Well,
there you
I
go.
have to agree
Is she
with
gone after the funds go?
okay.
It is
hold on.
tricky.
Now.
So when people are married,
Trick.
then people are married to tricks then.
No.
Some- yeah, yeah.
Oh well, some
That's
of them
the
are.
long
Some of them
con.
are. You're right.
That's the
Some
long
of them are.
con.
Some of them are. But I think
So
as
don't
you
do
pass
this.
into from that girlfriend zone to fiance, wife, then you're a provider,
Yeah.
not tricking.
Okay, hold
Alright.
on.
That-
That's-
even when
that's
you start
what I'm
providing
saying.
and she-
That sounds so beautiful. That's even, that is like, yeah, you said it like that.
That right there is strictly semantics. Okay?
What?
Tricking and
I'll
providing.
What? You're saying your fiance or wife is semantics?
Because if you take
Hold
a
up.
girl on a date, on the first date, hopefully a guy's paying for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you tricking
Right.
him? Are they
No,
not?
no, that's the best.
You said. You said
I think
That's the best.
No, you know what I mean. Like,
I think
there's
that's-
difference between like, spending money, like when you know.
But when
like,
you
that's
invest
just-
in your money
Like-
into something to get out at the end of the night,
Yeah, that's tricking.
That's
That's
tricking.
tricking.
You're gone.
Time.
Like you, well, no,
Okay, no.
going all out.
I don't catch you a long-term trip. As in groom a female, like, yeah, I'll get you this, I'll get you that. Next thing you know, he's fucking her nightly for however long. And then at the end of the day, he's not coming out of pocket. But he's still...
Is that
So,
is,
yeah,
are they-
that's
are they-
investment first.
See,
Wait,
that's
wait,
investment
so
first.
it sounds like a relationship. Is sort of.
No.
Wait, so there's
It's an investment.
So this is tricking. If you have no intention of being with the chick long term and you're just spending money, you're tricking.
Okay,
Period.
time out.
I agree with you.
I don't care how much.
You did not hear a word I said. You did not hear a word I said. I said he starts out that way, and then by the end of the day, he's not spending anything, and he's still fucking. So how is that tricking for that
You spend his
long?
time? Hold on, your time is worth nothing?
Hold
Your
on.
time is
My bad.
everything.
My bad. Mine is.
For that
Sorry.
long-term investment.
Sorry.
So what's the difference between, oh, she's my fiance, she's my girlfriend. You still
My time.
paying,
Whether it be
you still paying for it via cash, via ass,
It's the
via
intent.
time.
No,
It's
so
the intent.
yeah,
It's the
the
intent.
whole point of
It's
tricking
the
on is the
intent.
money. If the money stop being spent, is she gone?
Is she gonna stay? And if she not,
You can still hit
That's
with
a whole, y'all already know my philosophy. I got 7-day-a-week philosophy, so that shit doesn't apply.
You be tricking a lot, man.
Like, that's good. Like,
You're tricking everything.
If the
Hey.
money stops, you can hit it with the why because there's still whys that are, there's plenty of whys that with men just be like, man, I'm here because he got money.
Sure. Trophy wife.
Okay,
That's
ladies,
that's what it is.
shoot us some comments. Let us know what
There's
you
too much
honestly think.
testosterone. We don't
Yeah, it's like you got 10 men in here and it's all talk.
Facebook.
Next week we're switching some shit up. but definitely hit us up.
What else?
You know, let us know what you think.
It's still chicken, man.
It's still
It's
tricky. Regardless
So
of how
tricky.
long y'all been together, if the money stopped and she stopped doing something,
That is tricky.
Yeah, that's tricky.
That means your game's slow.
That's the whole.
Yeah.
That,
You hide your insecurities behind, you know, the dollar.
that's
Right.
what's wrong.
Right.
That,
Wait, hold on. Say it again.
You hide your insecurities behind the dollar, you know,
Exactly.
that's bad.
Yeah,
That's bad. You ain't got no type of game. Okay, you remember the song LL Cool J, Lounging, right?
I need love.
No. Lounging. He was talking about, when
Why
he
you
was
I'm the oldest one in here.
He was talking about snatching some dude girl because all he doing is focusing on getting his money. That's all he focusing on. But you know, that's tricking. You know, so now when you get a guy that actually got game, you know, and he just snatched that from you, it's like you know, invested all that money and you taking the L. You
That's what happens when a cornball get money. You can tell who didn't
There's
have a
a whole
girlfriend in high
saying.
school.
You
You
know,
can tell who never got pussy
I'd
in high
rather
school.
use my mouthpiece than my timepiece. Okay, to pull a piece, and it's as simple as that. It's like conversation rules a nation.
Okay, so I got a question. It comes down to this. If it was free, would you spend it? If it was free to get it, if it was free to get
It is
pussy,
free to
you
get
know
it.
what I'm saying? No,
Would you
versus
still be
chicken.
spending it?
Versus
Would you
chicken.
still be spending it?
Versus
Yeah.
chicken. Would you
Word.
be spending
Word.
$5
Anything.
if you could get that thing for free?
You're asking the wrong question. Ask me, Jackson, what do you spend? No, it might be $7 at Chipotle on Wednesday.
You gotta
Oh, the movie on Thursday now.
Possibility.
I guess you also have to talk about principles too. Like, you know, for me, being raised in a single mother's household, as well as, I mean, my dad, same thing is, you know, you're the man. You know, if you have a young lady, now there's a difference. If I'm interested in her, you know, I'm gonna take you on a
What's
date.
wrong
I'm
with
gonna show
finding a
you.
lady?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna show you
know.
the
So if it becomes overabundant, that's it.
If your mindset is
Here's the thing. What you said was what's overabundant depends
So
on if you got it.
So no, if I gotta spend my money,
Person's
all right. So if I gotta spend my money in order to see you or be around you or for you to come
You're
around,
tricking.
that's
You're
tricking.
tricking.
Yeah, that's
You're
there's a
tricking.
difference
You're
between me and
tricking.
yeah, there's a difference between me being like, hey, you know, let's go out and get something to eat. But now, like, hey, it's now it's like,
Still, because if you like, man, I'm finna go buy this girl some a water burger or something like that, I know she gonna give it up right then.
man, see, we're gonna give it up to
You're
water.
investing your dollars.
If a girl giving up a water burger, you gotta reinvest your girl.
You know, real man. That's the investment.
Oh man, if all it takes is a number 4 for water burger, no.
Jackson said that's Tuesday.
Okay, now wait. Here's the thing. So there's a book, Love Languages.
Okay,
Guys have
let's
never
talk
read
about it.
the 5 love
I still
languages.
have.
Then you need to read that book because one of the love languages is gifts.
Yes.
So if that
Yes.
woman, her love language is
Right.
gifts, and
Right.
you're trying to cater to her
You're
love
catering,
language,
yeah.
is that still tricking? I don't
Yes.
think so.
Do you
No,
want
it doesn't have to be-
you want
Well, that changes my situation.
I category then, because if you are feeding alter egos or something, because mine is touch. You touch me right, you might get something out of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
So
just
that
love.
another
So
one.
I think, hold on,
really
we need to define this. So I get exactly what you're saying. And I think the main thing that you have to look at is, would she still be around if you weren't able to? You know what I'm saying? Because there comes challenges in regards to any relationship. And
Sure.
it's like, are both people willing to work it out, right?
Right.
Like if he loses his job and he's
Yeah,
not
no,
able
it's
to
thick.
bring roses,
She's staying
roses,
down.
I know.
and she's still down because she knows, hey, he's down right now, but when he gets back up, that's my love language. I'm still with him because I love who he is, right? So
And that's where the trick comes in. If that cash flow would have stopped,
Is she still
If
gonna
she
be
stopped,
But I mean,
Then you was tricking.
Then you was tricking. You know you was tricking.
And you trying to get in the draws? Or we talking about a girl that you already with?
I'm thinking that.
No,
if
that's
if I gotta do that, I'm just gonna ask her how much
That's
it costs
something
then. Like I'm gonna cut the bullshit then.
Yeah.
But that, I guess it's just the motive of what you going in with. If you want to do
I got this.
Are you trying to make her your lady? Or she just Tuesday? If she's just Tuesday, then you treat her like Tuesday. If you try to make her
I'm
your
like
lady,
last show
then
over
you're
here.
gonna do what you
You might
take to get her to be your lady.
Yeah, but that's what I said though.
As far as money go.
You want to bump up your
So
salary?
if money is, you know, money is the reason what, you know, that's attracting her and just reeling her in. You know, that's that.
Right.
Then you should
So I was
probably
thinking, when you saw, like, when you said book love language, I'm thinking, okay, so the key word is love.
Right.
If you
Yeah,
tricking-
exactly.
if you
You're talking about
tricking- if
different
you love,
relationships.
you're not even
You're talking about a
categorizing.
relationship at this point.
If you tricking, okay, now,
Y'all going off
Chicken
y'all
basically-
hold on,
what's up,
still
what's up?
goes off of how she still feel too. Is she still?
Oh, absolutely.
You can love the hell out of her. Like,
I'm talking.
yeah,
No. I'm not
yeah.
saying just I think we're in a relationship. No, I'm talking about we are in a relationship.
Is
Like,
a
it
guy
takes
looking
two,
for love though?
right?
You know, that's my question. If you tricking,
If you looking for
classify
love,
as
yes.
tricking, or if
Yeah,
you
you still
tricking, because the
tricking.
definition
If you looking,
of
that's
tricking
why you
is when you spending that
looking,
cash
if you in
and get
love.
something out of it versus ass. Basically.
Even if you
spending that money,
so
to get some pussy.
tricking would be defined as I'm spending the money to get the ass, but no love in
No,
Exactly.
No,
So if
there's
you're
no
looking for
love.
love, that's a different story. If you
I'm
looking for
just
love, that's a different
now if I'm
story.
looking for love, then yes, I'm gonna pull the gadgets out. Yeah, I'm gonna show you a good time.
There you
A
go.
lot of dudes that
You're still
spending money.
you're still spending love.
Okay,
You're still spending money to get the love. You're trying to buy the love.
Okay,
It's still not genuine.
going off what you guys are saying, as in like, if the money's gone, she's gone, okay? Red flags, okay? When you start to, meet a female, or what's the first thing, or the first red flag is like, no, I'm good, I'm out. Okay, that's what I'm asking y'all, because it's like, okay.
What is the first red flag?
Yeah.
So this is the whole. This is the.
I mean, I have a
Oh.
lot of red flags.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying, like,
because-
what is your red flag? What turns you off? Like, some dudes might be okay with this.
Smoking
Oh,
on
mine,
my
man. You know, like,
Stricken. Now,
No.
right there is stricken. It's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
it's like, hold up, I met you 2
Especially
days
if you
ago.
like,
I'm
yeah,
asking you
yeah,
for it
That's
now.
what you gotta ask. You just gotta ask her what's her views on the ball situation. And LeVar Ball, if she thinks LeVar Ball's like, you don't need that kind of woman anymore.
Okay. No, that's okay. That's a good way to go.
That's-
That's a good way to go.
that's-
That's a good way to go.
But I mean,
How old are you?
I'm 24.
24.
That's
No, I gotta make sure you know you all about the family, man. You gotta be able to put the family
This is for real
up.
baseline. This is for real baseline right here. If a woman is not kind to others, then that's a number one. Just run away, run the other way, right away.
If she's
If
not kind
she's
to
not
others,
kind to others,
That's
run away.
that's a red flag.
Big
How
time.
you gonna be able to
I
tell
don't
that on
know.
the
I
first
don't
date?
know because
Everyone's gonna make themselves look good on the first date.
No, there's ways,
No,
there's
there's-
tails,
no.
buddy.
Yeah, you got that. There's a lot of
Give me-
dudes that are married.
give an
They
example.
dream woman, right? And she was an asshole to that guy,
Oh,
and
really?
to everybody else around her because
Mm.
you never know people's stories. They probably been did dirty in their life. Now she just like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
No,
Like,
that is a
my
turn
face-
off.
that means you gotta-
every
Yeah,
day.
if you're not a kind
If
person,
you're a bad person, that's a turn off.
that's
Same
it.
Yeah, that
thing
might be
with-
your soulmate.
so that's
though.
what we're
There's a lot of
saying,
people
red
that
flag.
soulmates.
Right, right. That's
Here's
a
what
red
it is.
flag.
Hold on.
That's a red flag.
Here's
You
what it
like
is.
if you being or how you treat a waiter or something like
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
That's
No,
real shit.
Real shit.
Here's what this means. Here's what it really means. At the end of the day, what it really means is you can't do anything to others that you don't feel inside yourself. That means that they don't feel like shit, honestly. If they're gonna treat somebody else like that, that just tells me where they're at. And I don't need that. I don't need that energy.
Right.
That's why I run.
Okay, I've come to realize everyone has their own red flags. Myself, excessive baggage. Can't fuck with it.
What does that say? What does that mean?
So excessive.
Is that from last week? Stepdad versus real
Wait,
Example with that. I don't care if your excessive baggage is
Share,
Louis
share,
Vuitton
share.
or what? Okay, excessive baggage. Okay, excessive baggage. If you got baby daddy drama, I'm good because that shit escalates like that.
True.
I'm good on that. If you got baggage where it's like, my last 3 relationships, okay, hold up. If I fuck with you, that'll be your last 4 relationships.
Yeah.
I'm good, okay? If you gotta to lie to try to put yourself in a better stance, I'm good with that. That's baggage. Just like, no, I only got 3 kids. You got 6. Why are you lying on 3? That's excess. That's excess
Automatic
baggage.
promoted to Tuesday. Automatic Tuesday.
No, Tuesday.
I know, automatic emotion.
No.
Right back to Tuesday.
I will say no. Single moms is kind of fire though, because usually they already
I'm
know
not
what
saying
they want.
You know what's going down.
I'm not saying
You know you're going to return on investment.
Single moms like, I don't want you to get my kids. Just go ahead and
Okay, time out.
And now if they all got different dads, that's how you know it's fire.
I'm not saying anything bad about single
He said that's how you know it's fire.
Okay, so listen. Don't even worry about it.
What? All right, wait a minute. Say what you just said.
Alright, so
good.
Alright, from the jump.
Real.
Alright, so if she don't want you to meet the single moms, they don't want you to meet the kids, that's how you know they just want you to have sex and that's it. I don't want you to meet my kids, that's it. Now, if they got 6 different kids, but all by different dads, that's how you know it's kind of fire. You got to tread slowly because that means up to 6 different dudes did not pull out.
Yes.
She's mad fertile. Woo. And she been around.
Give her some. Give her some.
No,
Okay,
stop.
okay,
Stop.
wait.
Stop. You sound
That man is very
so
Right.
6 times the drama, 6 times the issue,
Yeah.
7 times the kids. It's like
Yeah,
But he
it's
said
still
that
because
last-
it's so fire. Because dudes gonna flip
stop.
out.
Okay, stop. Time out. You 22, you 24. Y'all officially cut off.
No, that's valid. That's valid. That's valid.
6? So you don't think baby daddy drama gonna come with that? That's all I'm saying.
No,
I'm saying you talking about 6 baby fathers, and if it's that good,
Okay,
niggas
hold on.
gonna
No.
flip over that.
Time out. Is it really that good?
All right.
6 different I will show you 6 lazy niggas that will not pull out. I don't mean that pussy's good.
All right. If I show you 6 chickens,
You got 6 niggas in that one state? I'm right. I'm not fucking with you.
Thank you.
What's really that good? If you still dating,
Okay,
how
look behind you, Dick. You got
not one state. Not one state.
No, you trying to
No.
I'm still thinking from the mindset we just trying to get some.
Don't date him, son.
I'm a grown man. I got my own. I'm single in every sense of the word. So therefore, yeah, this is my philosophy. You either fuck with me or you don't.
All right, so she either fuck with us or she don't. Like,
And in your case, you talking about, oh, the pussy's fire. She got 6 kids, 6 baby daddies.
Check this out.
That sounds like facts.
Get down to
Sounds
this,
like
look, you
facts
got
to me.
6 babies, 6 baby daddies. All I want to know is, like we all want to know, is it tricking? That's all I'm saying.
So wait. So back to the topic. The topic is red flag. Is that a red flag?
For a relationship?
No, period. Red flag. I can meet a female at the club, and there'll be a little red flag if she's like,
Well,
hey,
hello. Not every female I cross paths with, I'm trying to go to that level. It just might be a pure physical thing. I'm an animal at the end of the day. I still want to have sex. Like that's.
See, now with me, I'm like, I got to a point in life where
You gotta think. I'm in my mid-20s, so that's.
I'm like I could really be your father. So I'm past the I just need a fuck stage.
thank you.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But you gotta go back to yours when you was 20.
No, I was married when I was 20. Different story.
See, no.
But I get your point. But for me, like straight up red flag for me, when did she had 6 kids? My red flag is how are you carrying yourself when I meet you? If you're drunk or your whole idea of getting drunk every weekend, that's a red flag. That turns me off so quick. So that's me up more than the shorty who got 6 kids.
Well, that's the thing though. If I'm on a date with some shit, if I'm on a date with shorty and she tells me like, oh, I got 6 kids, that lets me know like, you know what? I really don't want to go any further with this. We can
But you're still smashed.
Yeah.
To me, it's just we can still smash, but that's all.
We can just smash it going around or whatever.
Wait.
As a 20-nothing-year-old, the 3 of you, okay, 20-nothing, I'll say it again. What are your red flags? Stay on topic.
Oh,
Red flag, red flag, red flag.
What's your red flag?
My red flag is just have like her mentality, first impression. You know what she talking about. Like, do she know how to hold an intriguing conversation? You know, where we not talking about this.
But what's intriguing? She might like fish.
You know, okay, so it's like
That's intriguing.
when I ask, okay, like what you like to do, like what's some of your hobbies? You know, if she's saying like club, I'm saying like, okay, yeah, that's a red flag. But if she's saying something like, you know, I read or you know, I draw, I do art or something like that.
So then
I'm
I'm
saying, you know,
so
that's something, you know.
So to cut to the chase, this is what my grandma used to tell me. She used to say, "What was the last book you read?"
Exactly.
So if you meet a lady, before you get all that touch, like, what's the last book you read? No, I'm just saying. If you meet the lady, what was the last book you read? Now if she's silent, you know the answer.
Yeah.
But if she say, "Yo, I was on some Lord of the Rings shit," you know she reading.
Yeah, because
I'm like, you know, something like that. But if she just saying like, yo,
I'm just saying.
Alright, with me,
red flag.
Are you?
Financial illiteracy. Being financially illiterate.
Okay.
With me personally, I like, you know, I'm in my mid-20s. If I want to, I don't have kids. If I want to say fuck it,
Beginning 20s. I gotta call you out on that one.
I'm turning 25 in a couple months.
Okay, mid-20s. Okay,
So mid-20s, like
That's poor.
I'm at the leisure point in my life. I don't got no kids. The only obligation I have to is to make my mortgage payment. So if I want to go ahead and travel,
Mortgage, not rent.
But wait, stop really quick. How do you know when you first meet her?
there's subtle
That's after
hints.
conversation.
No, yeah, there's subtle hints that you can put that in there. Like I was a financial advisor for 2 years. I bought my first house at 22. So I need to make sure. I was with U.S. Bank. So you know, I want to make sure because like I like to being able to go like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to fucking San Francisco tomorrow just because I wanted to. It's like shit. There's a concert. Fuck it, I want to go.
Financial literacy.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about the stuff on that?
I would say you're overly insecure.
May I
It's like
ask
to
a
the point
question?
where
Insecurity.
yeah, like
Red flags.
to a point where she's, you know,
Before you get with
she wants you to, she's clingy just because she wants to feel loved all the time. She's not secure. She's just seeking validation in somebody else.
All phenomenal. Okay. All three phenomenal.
Wait. Let's get one more. What's a red flag for you?
Ladies,
I mean, because we
respect
got
it.
all this estrogen. You need some.
I need
I'm
another.
testosterone. You need some estrogen. Yeah. What's up?
It's hot in her. It's getting hot in here evidently. It looks like a woman getting into her.
What you got a fan club out there?
What's the question?
Red flag. So what's the question? Is red flag, right?
Red flag
Yeah.
is in what? I'm
Okay.
On the opposite sex. What is it?
Meeting somebody. A red flag that is just like, hell no, fuck no, not gonna happen.
All right,
Like, I'm not dating,
no.
this stops
Is
right
it the
now.
opposite sex or is it the same sex? Because I have different standards. Like if it's, I have different standards. Like,
Same sex, that's not this group.
no, I don't know. No, like not like relationship wise, but just like you know, I have different red flags for like my friends. Like I gotta make sure my friends are straight. Like I was like,
We're talking about a relationship you're trying to pursue and be
okay.
You meet somebody,
So what's the red flag?
and something you just like,
You
no.
want my perspective towards a guy?
Yeah. Speak it.
Or girl, it's Colorado.
I mean,
Here
we're
comes another
talking about
one.
it. We ain't there
Here
yet.
goes some more chocolate.
It's a baby.
Somebody
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
What's the red flag at the playground?
Wow. No. Absolutely.
Well, for me, like, minor ones for me is like, I have nothing against smoking. If you smoke, you just know I'm not type. The music you listen to, you can tell a lot within 5 minutes of someone, their type of music. Like, it's one thing, you go to the club, you want to turn it up, sometimes it's cool. But what is your everyday music? Let me know your thought process.
You like this?
Like, music is
Vibration.
music is such a loud vibration and a universal just be able to
So somebody's like, also, yo,
it's like you get people all the time. It's like, yeah, I want to twerk, want to clap some cheeks and one, but what do you listen to? And it's like, even with guys, babe, we neo soul. It's like it's either R&B, neo soul, and then if we do rap, it's like it's lyrical content, so underground, East Coast, things of that sort. So
Every now and then, you know, that's
with the argument on music, because music is what feelings sound. So your feelings, the way you listen to is all motivation. It all depends on what you're feeling. Like when I'm sad, I'm either going like listen to some shit that make me
like
cry
I
in the
said,
corner,
when you go
or
to the club, you have a momentary, but what is your core? Everybody has a core.
Yeah, when you ask
because there's certain shit that if I just wake up, I feel good. You know, like I got paid, my hair. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna be probably listening to Charlie Wilson. But if it's Tuesday and you know what, I got a fucking flat, I'm gonna listen to some shit that maybe just want to.
Okay, everybody can agree.
But you're not an artist, then people be like, no, what's your favorite artist? Like,
You can name a couple songs, and if you know a person listens to this, it's like, I'll fuss with you, because I know don't everyone know about this song.
Yeah.
Or so and so. That's what I say, that alone, like I said, it's a certain language as far as, if you're a music person, that's one way for me. Personally,
that's a red flag.
I can't be with someone if you're just like, I have nothing against other genres of music, that's just not my vibration. If we're going to be in the same household and grow together, it's like you like in trap music every 24/7, I honestly can't probably be with you. and I won't.
No slender pass.
That's just me.
And you know, and everybody has their red flags without hesitation. I mean, it could be as simple as smoking or something more.
And when I mean by smoking, I mean like I don't do cigarettes. I'm not gonna. For one thing I've learned in life, I will not settle. It's okay to have standards. Stick to them. Don't say you have standards and then slide by them and then want to complain. That shit's on you.
Right.
So going back to
So should your standards be upheld the same, like not you particularly, but when people say like, oh, I have my standards, I will not settle, do you fulfill the standards that are set, that you have for other people?
Here's the thing, you have standards, and then if you see someone has potential of growth, you have to be the more mature and logical in a sense, not emotional, but logical to be able to, one, either develop someone, or two, to go on and say this
See,
shit.
that's
Okay,
it.
so
My job is not to develop people. You gotta be able to develop yourself.
Well, here's the thing.
But if you already know yourself, there's as far as your core self, you know self, so that's where your standards come. If you're saying what you want as far as that you can grow together so you guys can learn more endeavors and more self-discovery, you need that key. You're going to know what you're off balance. You need an off balance. Me and Babe were so much alike, but so much apart.
Hold on. So no, okay, you said you gotta take the emotional out of it. With females, how can you take the emotional out of most of the stuff? Is that what you were gonna ask?
Yeah, I was like.
Okay, because it's like.
What do you mean by most of the stuff?
Okay, so we already know how women are they make choices emotionally. Men are analytical.
Right.
By nature. It's like, oh shit, you know what, there's a tiger there. If I get scared and run, it's gonna kill me. I need to defend myself. So therefore, let me defend myself and think shit through. Females like, oh my God, what do I do? Okay, no, yeah, I'm being managed right now. I'm taking it over the top.
I get you.
But yeah, so therefore, it's just like I said. How do females, cut that emotional out and become more analytical in their
To make it make sense.
exactly?
That's typically a point.
Yeah,
No.
I think you're asking.
Here's the thing. When you find that one keeper, because it's rare.
Anomaly.
Unicorn, that's what it's described.
Analytical in a relationship, right?
But it goes back to self. It goes back to self as a woman. And I try to not impose, but literally teach or just drop free knowledge to a lot of women, a lot of melanated women, because we've been tarnished since the beginning, and just trying to get them to empower themselves first. It's okay to be selfish in the right way. It's okay to have self-obsession in the right way. It has to start with self first.
Hell yeah.
And once you are able to start acknowledging who you are self, like I said, this would be a whole nother broadcast, a whole nother everything you have to start learning about. Because self, and learning self, it's knowledge and in health.
Boom.
Females aren't willing to go to the gym, yet alone. They want to go buy shit as far as titties and ass. I have nothing against fake titties, I won't mind that one day. But ass.
We're not against titties. We're not about to slam the titties.
Nobody wants to put hard work into no oneself. Yeah, guys have it in a sense where you're naturally built up. You're not meant to be a nurturer. We are a feminine energy, so we have to be balanced person for it to be of any balance to you. If we're out of balance, how can we be of any help to you? Period.
Say it now. I agree. 100%.
All right, well, goddammit, what's next?
There you go.
You have one more topic that. Yeah, no. At this point, this is all after hours. We're still live, but I want to do it.
Let's go. What's the next one? You have
You also know the kid.
No, you said some shit about Jordan.
It was
I didn't say one.
I'm mad. You had that one. Go ahead, just pull it out. Whatever, randomly. What you like?
Okay. So,
let's go.
Here's the situation. I pulled this one out because, I'm 44. I own my age. Okay, without hesitation. I'm at that age where the mom looks good, so does the daughter. Because the daughter's 21 plus, the mom's 40 plus. It's just like I got options. Okay, and a lot of people are looking at me like, "You nasty." No, I'm real. Are you serious? Because I've had that 25-year-old at this age. I've had that 45-year-old at this age. I got options. It's like, okay, do I want established or do I want fun for the night? look, Samson, you
Just
laugh.
depends on what it is.
No,
Right,
we're
right.
talking.
For you.
It's just,
Well, if we want to hit the chick that got 6 kids, we
What's wrong with the mom and the daughter? Hold on.
hold on. Mama has 6 kids, so neither does the daughter. So that's where we differ.
That's bad.
No, it's not bad.
It's still
it's not bad.
I take that back. I take that back. I ain't gonna say it's bad.
It's honest. Okay,
It's just my opinion. That's just me personally. I don't know. I'm not saying I wouldn't say nobody's wrong about that.
At my age, would you rather have the mom and daughter, 25, 45, or would you have we'll say the 25-year-old with 6 kids?
We know.
That y'all swear is
Got the
fire.
fire.
Not the fire, just flame.
So we know which one.
There's
we
not
pick.
a thin line. I'm
That's what I'm
saying.
saying. You know which one we pick.
Because the mom's not a grandma. Okay, and the daughter's not a mother. So therefore, you got 45-year-old mom.
It depends on the 20, 25-year-old.
Some grandmas that are in that 40 range,
No,
some grandmas in that 20
agreed.
range, who got kids, and
But
it
in
just so
this
happens
instance-
that we're in the age group where get hit on by 20-year-olds,
Man.
but also I'm looking at 40-year-olds
Exactly.
or my age,
Perfect position.
but he's 21, you're like, oh, this is
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, y'all just put it on doors, like.
Here's the problem that you ultimately run
That's
into.
what y'all said.
Here's the problem that you ultimately run into. Is when you're older, you expect a certain amount of things. You expect certain things from
A certain
a
quality
woman.
of woman. A certain
right?
quality of woman.
From a woman, right? But 25, 22.
You're only expecting
You're
one thing from that woman.
There you go. So you have,
Yeah, no, it's a
you have to, I
relationship.
think, come
It's a
in with
relationship.
different expectations for each age group. But depending on what you are actually after and what your intent is, then obviously that's gonna make your decision for you right there. But I mean, if you want somebody with a great credit score and stable and a great job, and we might be able to, who actually
We gonna
What?
we gonna end this here. We will be here next Thursday, 7 o'clock.
I'll be honest.
Go ahead.
7:30-ish. Running on CPT, but hey, I promise you it'll be an hour and a half of just honesty from a male perspective, from a male point of view.
And ladies, if y'all want to come through to the shop, bring your kids to get chopped, whatever, or your husband or what, come get involved.
Firmly bring your husband, not your kids.
True.
Real shit.
All right, my bad.
We talking about chopped or we talking about chopped?
Yes.
So if y'all want to get involved, come physically, and y'all can interact on computer and social media and all that other stuff,
He's not very literate.
I've been drinking.
You've been drinking?
Yeah,
Really?
Oh shit, Ed, I've been drinking Ed. What you doing?
I was just looking sexy. I do it 23 and a half hours out the day.
We'll take
The other 30 minutes I just take a bath.
Peace, y'all. You might be mad tired.
We'll see you next week. Definitely share. We appreciate you. Hey, any and all comments are welcome. Once again, this is our second show. Critique galore. And once again, we do clap back.
Share.
Backlash.
Thursday
I can't wait
girl,
for the backlash.
it's Thursday, get your Thursday girl. Y'all know
Hey, yo, and if you a woman with 6 kids, hit this man up.
Just share my EP with
On another note,
These people will not pull out.
coldest rapper right now.
I mean, depending on
Share the EP. That's all.
Take care and holla back.